In this video, we're gonna talk about the magic power of awakening your heart intelligence and aligning it with your brain in order to create this really powerful heart-brain coherence state. And this state that I talked in one of my last videos is extremely powerful and beneficial, not only in terms of your health, mentally, emotionally, and physically, but it also allows you to tap into your intuitive qualities, that inner voice that can guide you, that can help you create, that can help you make better decisions. And it helps you activate your heart center, which is the true creative power that we have to manifest, to create, and generate the result and experiences that we have in our life. So this simple tool, the beauty of it is that it's all science-based. This is something that science and the HeartMath Institute have spent decades researching and giving us data and supporting, giving us all the evidence of what it does and how it affects us and how it can truly change our lives. So it's all documented and it's truly amazing and life-changing. And the best part is that I'm gonna give you a simple 2-minute exercise that you can do to create that state in your life on demand. So let's go. And first, let's define, what do I mean by heart-brain coherence? The word coherence here means optimal performance, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Optimal performance, being in order, being in the flow, having a higher state of vibration, being more connected, feeling more whole, and simply performing at a higher level in our day-to-day life, but also in what we are attracting and generating and giving through life. So the state of incoherence is the opposite. It's chaos, it's stress, it's lower energy. It's when your heart and your brain are out of alignment. And you can see in the graph here how being in coherence, your mind and brain energy are actually synced up. And when you are in a state of frustration or anxiety or stress, any form of negative emotion, you can see that it is chaotic, it is incongruent, it is not aligned, it's out of sync. And the reason this matters so much is because research has shown that your heart has actually its own brain, because there is over 40,000 neurons in your heart that can think independently of your brain. And this is super important. That means that your heart really has a brain and intelligence, and they communicate with each other. And so if you've ever been in a situation where you felt like, well, my brain wants something, but my heart was something else, you know, that little inner conflict that everybody experienced so many times in their life, that would be the reason why. And it's been said that the brain thinks, but the heart knows. And throughout so many cultures, we all know, we have this intuitive knowing that follow your heart, listen to your heart, or tap into the guidance system of your inner voice or inner heart. So once your heart and brain are aligned, you can truly start to tap and listen to your inner guidance voice. And this not only is so powerful to help you navigate life, make better decisions, and create your true heartfelt desire in your life, but it's a way to live more authentically as well, I believe. Now, something else that you need to know about your amazing heart is that it generates an electromagnetic field that is 60 times bigger and more powerful than the electromagnetic field of your brain. That is a lot of energy. So however you feel in your body, in your heart, that energy is really going to be broadcasted all around us. And that can go up to 2 meters, wide, like away from us. So it's a massive field of energy around us. And that field can be picked up by other people, by animals, by life. And of course, we are always communicating energetically with life, with the quantum field or consciousness of the universe. So the universe picks up that electromagnetic field energy that we have, that's specific to how we feel in the moment and who we are. And it matches experiences to match that state. So you probably ever been in a room and you enter and it's like, wow, great vibe, I like that person, there's something about them, they're charismatic, you click. And sometimes you have that off vibe, there's something happening. And you just know you have to stay away from them for some reason. Thus, energetically, you pick up that energy that other people have. So understanding this simple science of the power of your heart and how having that coherence or incoherence can really help you understand things on a deeper level and why this is so important in your life. So what happens is that when you are in a negative emotional state, so to speak, your energy of that field becomes smaller and weaker. And that really affects us because everything is energy. And the higher state of vibration you are, the more higher state of vibration things you attract into your life, but also the more strong you become in terms of boundaries, in terms of attracting things, in terms of your immune system and so on. So we're gonna look into depth what this means and how we create a state of incoherence and how you can create a state of coherence in your life on demand. Usually, when we get out of whack, meaning when your heart and brain are out of coherence and become incoherent, is because we respond or react in a certain way based on something that happens around us. Something says something to us, economy happens, your boss, your deadline, your kids, your wife, your friends, something happens and we respond. And maybe we respond with frustration or with anxiety or with worry or perception or thought that really puts us in an emotional state that is somewhat negative. And that now starts to really affect that communication, the way your heart and the brain are communicating, the way they are actually vibrating becomes out of alignment, as you can see in the graph. So what happens in your body is that you go into this fight or flight response. Your body starts to go into this survival mode, where now you become focused on what happened, who said it, what needs to be done. You focus on the outcome and you try to become more controlling, you become more predicting, you become more trying to influence the outcome, you become more resistant to change, and you become really more focused on avoiding danger or fixing the situation or making something happen to go back to happiness or to go back to feeling good. The challenge is that when you go into this fight or flight response, it's okay because life happens, but if you remain there for so long, it can really close you off from your ability to go into a creative flow, to come up with better decisions, to think greater, to connect, to feel more whole, to have better idea and more connection, and ultimately go to the outcome that you want with less energy and less resistance and less struggle. The challenge also is that the more we stay in this stressful fight or flight survival mode, incoherence, is that it lowers our immune system. It lowers our digestive system, our sleep quality, the way the body works, because all your energy now goes into fight or flight and not into restoring your body. And so over a long period of time, that can create a lot of illness, disease, pain, depression in the body, mentally and emotionally. But also in terms of quality of energy, it makes us feel like disconnected from life. It makes us feel like anxious. It makes us feel like in lack. It makes us feel like separated. And we tend to operate from that state of mind and then create from that state of mind life experiences based on our decision, perception, who we think we are, our limitations, and we perpetuate the situation by creating more and more and more events that match our state of mind. And so staying in this incoherence mode can really affect us over a long period of time, our life dramatically. But if you live in a coherent state, when your heart and your brain are aligned and are in sync, and actually your heart rhythm is synchronized to your brain, and it's really creating this beautiful coherence, very smooth, flowing pattern, something incredible happens in your body. Is that straight away, your body releases thousands of chemicals that are good for you, good for your body. In terms of mental, emotional, physical health benefits, the HeartMath Institute shows tremendous benefits for immune system, better digestion. It releases anti-aging hormones, improve your quality of sleep, help you fight anxiety and stress by making you become more resilient. It makes you more in the flow, more in tune with your intuition, make you make better decisions. You feel more whole, more connected, more alive, and you have a greater energy. Those are just the mental, emotional, physical benefits from this heart coherence state. So just that alone, I think everybody will want that, because if you can create life from that state and you have that shift of energy, you can already respond to life from a very different state and create from a very different state. So also what notice is that your heart energy, that electromagnetic field that I mentioned, is much bigger, much stronger, and much more expansive all around you, meaning what you are emitting, what you're broadcasting into the universe and around you is very different, is of a higher vibration, higher quality. And now, if you sustain that state, of course, life is going to match that energy, because what you give is always what you get. And that is the essence of the law of attraction. So understanding this is extremely powerful, but it's also something much more interesting when it comes to manifesting and creating the life that you desire. And that's the reason why I start my Feel It Real session by going into that state. Because in your heart center, if we look at the chakra, it's the fourth chakra, but it's also that union between the lower three chakra and the upper three chakra. So there's a tremendous love and energy in our heart center, and that creative energy, when we truly connect into our heart and we truly feel into our heart, it creates tremendous amount of energy, and that energy can really help us create whatever we hold in our mind, whatever we allow ourselves to imagine and embody. It creates tremendous amount of energy behind this. And that, when we live in that state of coherence, can help us, guide us intuitively to do the next thing, to attract the next thing, to go and make better decisions, to create that in our reality from a state of least of resistance, so to speak. So the good thing about these two things is that it's extremely easy for you to go into a coherent state, and all you need is 2 minutes of your time. And I'm going to break down exactly how to do that in just 1 or 2 minutes. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the science-based research that's been done by the HeartMath Institute, so that you truly understand that this freaking works. It's been documented, it's been researched on individuals at the company level. It's been demonstrated that every single one who does this HeartMath Institute for a short period of time, even if it's just a few minutes a day, benefits from it. And one of the research that is really amazing for me in my perspective is that they did that in companies that were willing to invest in the HeartMath training, creating quick coherence. So basically what they did is they taught their employees how to do it, they explained the benefits, and then for 2 weeks they had to do it, and they measured so many different things over two weeks time to see the reaction of the staff, the productivity level, how they felt, and so on. And you can see on the little graph here that after 2 weeks in multiple companies, this is not just one company, this is over 50 companies that did this, and they reported tremendous improvement in only 2 weeks in their productivity, feeling better at work, feeling more self-expression, more creativity, less likely to resign, and so many other criteria. So you can see that even if you're not into manifesting, and even if you don't care about all this and you just want to be a better husband or a better wife or better at work or improve your learning and your focus ability, this can also tremendously affect your performance level in day-to-day life. And companies who do this, and executive, when I work with executive clients or people who are company and they're highly stressed, and I teach them this to really become more resilient to stress, to become more resilient to anxiety and the things that happen in life, to be more creative in the flow and to respond instead of react. It's a game changer. All right? There's no reason why you cannot get the benefits as well. So let's go into how do we actually get into that state. It is extraordinarily simple. All you need to do is 2 minutes of your time. And I'm going to break it down here because it's so simple. What happens is this. As soon as you stop and you start to focus on your breath for a few moments, and you simply breathe in and out, about 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, or whatever is comfortable for you, 4 seconds, 6 seconds. Find something that is not strenuous, find something that is easy and calming. For me, 5 seconds seems to be really good. So I'm gonna breathe in and out for 5 seconds. And then after a while, I'm gonna imagine that I'm breathing in through my heart and out through my heart. In through my heart and out from my heart center. And I'm going to continue to do that just for 1 minute. And this alone, you can notice that you're relaxing, and it's creating this nice little feeling of grounding in harmony, really, in your body. That's the first step. Breathing in and out from your heart, like in your imagination, you can imagine it's coming in and out, and you're relaxing for 1 minute. And then the step number 2 is to focus on 1 or 2 things that you can be extremely grateful for, or that you can appreciate in your life right now. Maybe you're grateful for your job, for your girlfriend, for your boyfriend, for your dog. Maybe you're grateful for the great dinner you had last night. Maybe you're grateful for the holiday that's coming. Whatever it is, something where you can really feel appreciation, because appreciation and gratitude is a strong emotional state that creates almost instant coherence. And when you see at the graph, when you're in a state of gratitude and appreciation, it creates almost that instant coherence alignment between your heart and your brain. And when you continue to breathe nice and slow and you focus on something you can be truly grateful for, there you go. You're in the sweet spot. You're creating coherence. And then you just sustain it for a couple of minutes by simply focusing on what you're being grateful for and staying in that state. That's it. 2 steps to create heart-brain coherence. And the more you do it, the more you train your body to go into that state, the easier it is to access it, because now you're priming, so to speak, your neurology to access that state. And you can do that anytime during the day. And research at the HeartMath showed that the benefits can last up to 6 hours after doing that session. And the more you do it, the stronger the benefits. So before my affiliate wheel session, I do that. Before my meditation, I start my meditation actually with this heart-brain coherence. Before making a video, I do it. Before our clients, I do it. Every time I can think about it, I create or remind myself of doing that quick coherence exercise. Because there's only benefits, but because also you notice just much more intuitive, much more presence, much more grounded, much more energized you become as you simply allow yourself to do this. So if you're into manifesting anything or creating anything or optimizing your performance or energy or reducing stress, improving your health, this exercise of coherence-based gratitude and creating heart-brain coherence is the way to go. So I strongly invite you, when you visualize to manifest whatever, when you do your gratitude or whenever you do your manifestation practice, start with this, making a habit. And if you do that alone and nothing else, you will see the benefits. And if you want to measure it, you can even go on HeartMath Institute and buy their inner bio device, whatever it's called, where you can actually plug it on your body, and on your phone, then you can see if you are coherent or incoherent based on your heart rate. So you can even measure that today with simple devices that are highly, affordable. So it's science-based, it's working, but you have to commit to do it. And the more you create that habit, the easier it is for you to live in that state instead of living in survival, in control, in trying to predict, in being focused on matter and focused on event and focused on the outcome to be happy and to create. Because that is really the Newtonian world of creation. Whereas if you truly understand that your state of consciousness is always being reflected to you, you know that when you're in a state of flow, in a state of higher vibration, of higher energy, and you truly embody something greater, greater thing will happen to you. That's the law, that's how it happens. And if you put it to try in your life, you'll see it. So that's it, guys. I've been rambling a little bit longer than I thought. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you put it to try. I hope you let me know in the comment down below what you think, how you feel after this simply 2-minute exercise. Slow down, breathe in and out, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Imagine you breathe from your heart, step 1. And then focus on something or 2 things that you can be truly grateful for while you continue to breathe, and feel the gratitude in your body. And once you're there, you're in coherence, and notice how that feels, and remember that feeling, and take that feeling with you. And whenever you feel stressed, whenever you need a little bit of coherence in your life, Whenever you need to make a better decision in your life, whenever you're trying to create something, remember to be in coherence. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Be well.